Om Shanti. In our lives, we knew what is the value of the treasures. It could be education, it could be wealth, it could be whatever we have in our life. But we never knew much about inner treasures. But since we have this spiritual knowledge, now we know what are those treasures. We always hear about how many types of virtues. We always talk about values, right? Ethical values, social values. But now Baba is teaching us about spiritual values. And those spiritual values are called virtues. Yes, about like laughter. We have heard it's so healthy. It's very good to keep laughing, be happy. But now Baba talks about super sensitive joy. That happiness doesn't depend on what you achieve externally, but your joy is from your contentment, from your learning, from your peaceful mind, all those inner treasures which Baba has taught about, and we are learning, practicing, and we have to be embodiment of that. Like if you have sometimes to make choice. So you have, let's say you have to make choice between two doctors. One is young one, knows all latest technology, all information about new medicines. But there is older one, he is very experienced. And because he has treated many, many patients. So now you have to choose what would you like. And I remember that when it comes to, what my physician will say, go to the experienced one. What about young one? Because the other one has authority of experience. So in this life, both are valuable and both are useful, but everyone goes for one who is more experienced in life. Because when there is a experience and when you speak about it or you use it, it really gives good experience also. So experience brings experience in others. Your words will be with that authority of experience. Whatever you will do, that authority of experience becomes very, very useful. Because there is some kind of truth in that also. Because you not just heard about it, but you practiced it. You have been able to use it and then speak about it. So naturally, it's easy for others to feel that authority and believe in your words. Believe in your ideas. That trust keep increasing also. So it's a new kind of treasure which we are listening to by Baba, and that is authority of experience. So experience, in other words, is to experiment. So especially when it's new, you say, okay, let me experiment. And when you experimented, it worked very well, it was so successful. And then you say, okay, now I will use the same method or I will use the same virtue. So I think that reflect on it, churn and see what are your feelings about authority of experience. So Baba is saying that our homework is increase the authority of experience. really life will become very active, enjoyable. I am experiencing. Sometimes you try new recipes for food, for baking, and you say, oh, this time I am trying something new. I am trying something different. And then when it works well, then you say, oh, it was so easy. It really worked very well, right? So Baba says that check whether you experience every power, you experience every attainment and every virtue. Baba says that you are authorities of experience. You are authorities of experience. So no adverse situation can, Baba says, come any type of impact. Any type of impact on you. So Baba says, share authorities of experience. When you learn, you do it, you get the experience, right? Authorities of the experience, Baba says, those who are images of experiences will remain unshakable, immovable under any type of adverse situation. Many people, don't worry, it's not going to happen, it will work out. No, their words are very confident and it helps us. So when you have that authority, so Baba says that they never fluctuate, because Baba says the greatest authority of all, what is greatest authority? Baba says of all is experience whatever power you invoke at any time, it will cooperate with you that second. Sometimes, second is a very, second and a minute. In a minute are 60 seconds. Then it's like more and more. But second also, because many things are, you need that power, that second, that moment. And if you miss it, and you have to wait. But Baba says when you keep using it, then as soon as you invoke, merge. Okay, it got merged. Like, when you learn driving, stop, right? When you stop, even if it's 1 foot further, you won't pass, right? So in the life, to pass with honor and pass everything in an honorable way, beautiful way, what one needs is within a second, you invoke the power or the virtue or attainment. If we miss that second, you are lost, right? You won't get it. So second is really a very small time, very little. But in second, many things happen within a second. It could be attainments, it could be losses, anything, within a second. A lot of people do work in a different way. So the whole challenge is it emerging, that power or virtue, within a second? You think of that, you invoke it, and it cooperates you. You know, Baba really wants children because the whole world today needs some power, some virtues. And true service to anyone is when you are able to help the soul. Ability to invoke within a second. So even if 1 second you say, keep courage, it's 1 second, right? Another person feel empowered. And he says, yeah. So how we can also use our virtues and powers to help others, to empower others, to uplift others. So whatever we are able to do, we are able to serve others with that. So there should always be thought, I am not just doing for myself, but I am doing for whole world, for everyone. And that is why to experiment, create the experiences, and have that authority that you can automatically serve others with that authority of experience. Om Shanti.